Hey there guys, how you doing there? This is Joe with Keaton, and today we are back with more Viscera clean-up detail, arguably one of the most popular games we play on this channel if you was to go through our video history apparently, because people like toothy alien vaginas, and that video is like, actually, recently that video actually got knocked down from the like the top 3 most watched videos on our channel, which I'm kind of glad to see, to be honest, but yeah, here it is, and I've not actually played this game in a while. I think you've been playing this though a little bit, right? You play this?
Yeah. Well, like I said, like I'm legitimately like I enjoy cleaning to ease stress. So yeah. I hop into this game and just clean.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game to come and chill out to, and we always have a bunch of fun playing. It's like one of those games we've played just to chat shit with, basically. But
yeah, this
is like the first time I've been in like this is a new, well, the latest map, right? They added in like the latest update, and it's actually 0G. So this is like the first time I've been in a 0G map ever in this game.
Yeah,
so have you ever played one of these?
I've never completed a 0G map just because it's so annoying.
Yeah, it looks insane, man. I'm like literally floating around, and like I don't even know. I don't know. The physics seem kind of cool though. Like,
oh yeah, it's a cool concept. It's just trying to clean it up is a nightmare.
Oh wait, does that mean when you put like buckets down and stuff, they float as well?
Yep, and the water likely will pop out because 0G.
Oh shit! This is, yeah. If you're watching this video expecting to see us like get him do an epic cleaning spree and like actually tidy up this place like impeccably, so then you're probably watching the wrong video, because we're just gonna talk about random things today, and I actually believe for the first time ever we've actually got like an actual subject ahead of time that we actually want to talk about.
Ooh.
Oh fuck! Yeah. Oh god!
That's 0G.
All right. Okay.
But yeah,
gonna be
as you were saying.
But yeah, we're actually going to talk about I don't know, we've never really done this for the channel, but when we normally play these videos, we normally just like touch on a... Oh, nice, that light's helping. We normally touch on like a bunch of topics. But today we're actually just going to talk about the Netflix TV series Daredevil, which we both watched recently.
Yeah.
And like I said, we don't normally talk about like, you know, particular things like TV shows, but we figured we'd try something a bit different, and since we're going to be chatting shit anyway, why not like chat shit about an actual show that we have both watched. So yeah.
Well, I barely watch TV or any kind of like series these days, so
yeah, you only recently got Netflix, I think, right? So
yeah, I caught up on a Breaking Bad, and I was like, well, I need a new show to you know, replace that.
Yeah.
So I started watching Daredevil.
Yeah, you literally like got it like just the right time, because it literally like came out like pretty like right as soon as you got it, pretty much. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I like how you can navigate in this game and kind of float around.
Yeah.
I've got to say, some of this blood actually does look like we should have maybe gone into like a New York alleyway setting to kind of make this a bit more like tie in a little bit better. But the space stations will do, I guess.
So I mean, like, I don't know how much you know about the series, but like, so
yeah, probably it's spoilers.
Oh yeah, definitely spoilers.
We're gonna be talking about it.
So does Daredevil? Obviously, Daredevil must take place in the same universe, because they reference, you know, Thor and Iron Man.
Yeah, that's right. It takes part. Yeah, it does take part in the MCU. So
chronologically, when does it happen?
Yeah, that's a good thing. Like, well, do you reference? What is it they reference? They reference, like, Avengers, right? And I guess they like reference like the alien invasion in like Avengers 1. So I'm guessing it literally happens like as we're watching it, like I guess in between maybe the latest Avengers film and kind of like the last of like the other Phase 2 Marvel films. So I guess that's its kind of place. I don't think there's like any prequel to like what we've seen so far or anything. So
yeah, because I found it interesting that they do a lot of throwaway lines that like out of context you probably wouldn't think twice about, but then they actually reference like the timeline. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I kind of like the writing. Like I guess I'll just say, like, I think the biggest like the most shining moment is, or not moment, but the most shining character was definitely what's his name, Kingpin, does he go by?
Oh yeah, Kingpin. Yeah, Kingpin, Wilson Fisk. So
yeah, Wilson Fisk.
I always called him Kingpin. Like, they didn't actually call him Kingpin in the show. Like it's just Wilson Fisk. But I've known him as Kingpin ever since the early days of Spider-Man. He was actually one of my favourite characters. Like even in Spider-Man the animated series.
Right.
And,
yeah, he was a big dude who wore like white shirts, blazers.
Yeah, he had like that purple kind of neck collar on, and
all right.
he had the white jacket. Like that was really awesome. I was always a big fan of that Kingpin. Like always, I remember having a toy because I used to collect like all the Spider-Man figures. And I guess like the next like iteration of Kingpin I saw was in the Daredevil movie they released when it was played by
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, well, Daredevil was played by Ben Affleck, but the Kingpin was what's his name, dude? Oh God, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name now. The black guy, the big black guy.
I remember nothing from the Daredevil movie. Like I think I have like a mental block on it.
Yeah, I actually went to the cinema to see that. I actually remember going to see it, but oh man, that's going to really bug me down forgetting his name. But obviously a really, really good actor, a really good dude as well, who actually passed away like a year or two ago. So
Michael Clark Duncan?
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, of course. Yeah. He was such a good dude, man. And
oh yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, that he played a good Kingpin, but was it really Kingpin? It didn't really feel like Wilson Fisk per se. You know what I mean? It was like just another version of it, I guess you could say. All right, there's these fucking buckets, man.
Wait, do you mean that Michael Clark Duncan played a different version?
Well, obviously it was Wilson Fisk, but I feel like the Wilson Fisk we saw in the latest Daredevil was probably a bit more kind of harping back to like the original Kingpin, and not just because he was white, but like
his backstory.
Yeah. I thought it was. He was like easily one of the highlights of the Daredevil series. I'd say. I think a lot of people are saying that.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's what I was going to say.
Surprised
like,
me.
I was surprised that they actually made a pretty. I like the fact that they made the antagonist like sort of likable in a way. Like you could understand where he was coming from. Like he was just somewhat sympathetic. The character.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was, and that's like the other thing about it as well. Like actually, like a lot of time was like actually put into like scenes with just him.
Yeah.
So it kind of like really gave you like both sides of the story, and it wasn't until like right at the end, I actually thought it did like a really good job with him. I guess we can talk about the ending of the series as we kind of like talk about it a little bit more, but yeah, I thought he was easily one of the highlights of the show, and it was really cool to like see him get so much time.
Yeah.
And really good job by the actor as well. Can't remember his name. It's something.
Vincent something. I always forget his last name.
Vincent. Yeah, it's really hard to pronounce. Like Differentiano.
Yeah, something like that.
No offense to anybody, but really great actor, and I thought he really, I always go into TV shows and films not really wanting to know like anything.
Yeah.
And same with this, I didn't know anything about it, and it was really cool to see them do a really good job of Kingpin.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of I will say that I know we're like not even going on any kind of timeline here, but I will say that I'm pretty intrigued by the I forgot her name already. The Chinese woman. Because clearly she is not 100% like truthful about.
Yeah,
I kind of get I get the the movie Prestige.
Right. Yeah.
I kind of get the feeling that she's playing a frail old woman, but in reality she's like much more dangerous. Yeah. She does like that 1-inch punch thing to Daredevil.
Yeah, exactly. And she's obviously kind of gone somewhere, far away. So there's a bit of speculation about where she's gone.
Yeah.
And some even speculating it might not even be on like planet Earth, but it's pretty fucked up. Like, because I think there's like a lot of theories out there in terms of like who she could be. I guess if you're more of a comic reader, you'll probably know a little bit more about that. But I think there's definitely something going on with her. And even with those like side villain characters, I felt like they did like a pretty good job. Oh my god, this water, man! But like even with the other characters, I thought they did a pretty good job. You obviously had the dude from like Shawshank Redemption, with the glasses, I'm like so bad with names, by the way, so it's going to be awful listening to me talk about it because I always forget their names. But you know, the old guy with glasses who was kind of like the accountant and stuff.
Oh, the what's the Fisk's like second-hand man?
No, not Wesley, not Wesley. I'm talking about the guy from Shawshank.
Oh yeah, the warden. Yeah.
Yeah, the warden. Yeah. Yeah, I thought he did well with him, and I'm glad you actually brought up Wesley because he was actually one of my favourite characters. Man. I was actually pretty disappointed when they killed him off. Like, I was like, "What, really?" It's like Game of Thrones in this motherfucker. They're literally just killing off like important characters now. Like, what is this?
Yeah, I was sad to see him go.
Yeah, me too. It's like such a weird way as well. Like, I wasn't really expecting it, but I guess that's what made it kind of good, maybe. But
yeah,
like, his blood is like floating in the air.
I will say that if there's no payoff for that, you know, the girl killing, oh my god, I'm getting hit by physics. If there's no real payoff to, you know, the girl killing him, then I'm gonna be kind of sad because,
yeah,
it felt like a throwaway in the series because she does it, she's kind of bothered by it for like a day or two, and then she's fine.
I don't know. I kind of did get a feeling she was like bothered by it. I mean, up until like right at the last, like in the last scene, she was kind of playing up. So I didn't think they really did a bad job of that. But I guess we'll see what happens and if they even like carry on. Look, because from the ending, it kind of seemed like Matt kind of like, you know, said some words of wisdom to her, and she kind of like.
I don't know, man. I kind of felt like he was just like, "Yes, you have problems. Let me fix them with my penis."
No, dude, he's got to get with Claire if he's going to get with anybody.
I want Rosario Dawson to be like a like, you know, a more regular character on that series. Cause
yeah, she was great, man. I really enjoyed like Claire was actually one of my favorite characters, and not just for obvious reasons. But I don't know, man. I liked her a lot. I thought she was like really cool and made a lot of sense. Actually, the fucking other woman kind of great, like the main. Again, I'm sorry with the names. I'm really bad at names. What's it? Oh my god, a pair of legs was floating on the screen.
Wasn't Fisk's woman?
No, you know the main girl.
The secretary or.
Yeah, what's her name? I'm so bad with names. Remember.
Starts with a K.
I want to say Kelly, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm walking into fucking limbs. Holy shit.
Dude, did you see the ball in this room? It's crazy. Like something on a Dead Space.
What is this?
I don't know.
Yeah. Can you actually get killed by going into this?
Nah. You get flung off a bit.
That is pretty. Is this what's causing the zero G? Maybe.
I think so.
There's like another like little thing up here. Look. Oh god, there's loads of shit up here. But yeah, she did annoy me a little bit, I've got to say. But she kind of annoyed me less as like the series went on. I think at the start I was like, oh come on.
Yeah. Well, she became less of a like a trope kind of way. Like she's like sort of the.
It kind of. I don't think you've seen it, but it kind of got a little bit more like House of Cards at certain points with like the investigative stuff, like when she was.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, so they paused like the main plot points to do this investigative bits.
Oh god.
I felt like that's sort of where the series started. Not, I wouldn't say going downhill, but like it started off really strong with like this main focus on Daredevil and you know everything that he's doing versus what he's doing in the lawyer's office, you know. But then they sort of deviate to this subplot about the whole investigation bits and stuff, and I was just like, I kind of want to get back to Daredevil, you know. Yeah, but I realized that they kind of finished his arc for that moment, and then they went to the new part. So I appreciate that. But
I don't think it like overpowered the series at all. It was kind of a bit of like a welcome break at times. I actually honestly thought like because I think the showrunner kind of like left after like the first 2 episodes. And like the first few episodes were like really good, like and I think that's my only, I was going to say biggest problem with it, but my only problem was I felt like the end wasn't as strong as the start maybe, but I'm just nitpicking because overall it was a really great series and I really enjoyed it. And let's talk about the action a little bit because it was obviously a bit more gritty, you know. It had that, oh my god, why am I carrying, I'm looking for an incinerator. Do you know where the one is around here?
I have no idea.
I'm like carrying a head.
Yeah.
I'm like is there even an incinerator in this place?
I don't know actually. I've been trying to look for one and I can't find it.
Oh, I'm just carrying a head.
Maybe like a. Maybe we have to put everything into like some kind of
Yeah. What is it? Oh, there's like a. Can we use this control panel? Oh, I'm activating something. Oh!
Oh, wow.
Oh! Okay, so you can turn it off.
I couldn't even see the controls. It's all covered in blood.
Yeah, right?
Huh. Wow. We learned something new today.
That's
Anyway.
pretty good.
But
yeah, I thought the action was really awesome.
Yeah.
Like you know, when you first watched it, like the first couple of episodes, like it was like so good. Like it felt like a bit like MMA, like the whole fighting.
It felt like So here's the thing. Like I messaged you about doing this. Like after watching a couple episodes.
Yeah,
I can tell you the moment where I was just like, dude, we got to talk about this, is because I watched. I think it's the second episode where they do one long take. Well, quote unquote long take. Of
Yeah,
a fight
exactly. It
scene
was
in a
right at the end.
hallway.
Yeah, right at the end of the second episode. Yeah.
I was just like, dude, if the rest of the series is like this, I'm gonna just love the
Yeah.
bits.
That was amazing. I think like you could tell after like the first minute of that scene that you was like, are they really gonna do it? Like actually have like are they really gonna do it? And they actually did, man. And I like marked out a little bit for that because I love like long take scenes, man. I liked it in there's one in True Detective, and just like the obvious one from Old Boy, like the movie, and just anything like that, like anything like in action scenes, like films where there's like one long take. There's like that really was it like The Warrior or something? I can't remember, but there's obviously that really famous like kung fu scene where he's climbing the tower, isn't it? It's like
the Tony Jaa movie, The Protector. I think
yeah, Protector. That's the one, dude.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah, I said Warrior, but it is The Protector. Yeah, and anything like that is awesome. So when I saw that in Daredevil, I was like, yeah, man, this is gonna be fucking awesome. It was so good. I actually read that they actually used a stunt double for one section of that sequence.
Yeah, it looked like it when he goes into a room and comes back out. I figured.
Yeah, like I think it's when he got knocked through the door or something something like that. But yeah, man, it was really cool to see that.
Yeah, it's just kind of sad that they never do that again. Like, I felt like the way I felt like about the choreography was like at first it started off like much more realistic, like a lot of like short punches, very close quarters, you know. And as the series progressed, like they started doing a lot more flashy stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at with the way it kind of started and the way it ended. He kind of started to do a little bit more like crazy flips and stuff, and I feel like I could definitely sense a tonal change as like the series went on, in regards to the action sequences. At least quite like right near the end.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a small complaint. Because it was just so good. Like the first few scenes were actually like just so awesome. And I don't know if we just kind of got used to it, but maybe they weren't as bad. But I kind of feel like there was a little bit of a change.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wonder if like they started it like going one direction, like maybe a much more gritty, realistic take on a superhero, and then someone at Marvel or something, you know, was like, you know, we want to eventually integrate some of this into the
yeah, maybe that's what it was.
The Marvel universe. So, you know, and I feel from what I've been hearing, and I don't want to spoil anything from the new Avengers, but apparently with the new Avengers, they've really sort of embraced the comic booky side of superhero movies. So I feel like maybe the reason they're going fantastical kind of or more flashy with Daredevil is to sort of accommodate that. So like it's realistic, but again, it's a comic book movie or it's a comic book adaptation.
But I feel like they shouldn't really do that, you know. I think that's what set Daredevil apart from the rest of the Marvel kind of properties, is that it was that kind of like dark and kind of a little bit more gritty kind of feeling to it, and they should embrace that, I think.
Yeah.
Like people are just like clamoring for a Punisher series now. Oh,
I found out how we get rid of the stuff. Hold on. I want to try something.
Wait, hold on. I feel like I'm in a airlock. You bastard! What the fuck?
Did it do anything?
I exploded!
Oh god! Okay,
and there's a hole outside.
Yeah. We found out how to get rid of stuff.
Yeah, alright, so that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Who needs an incinerator when you can just kind of like... Oh, I've just Wait, I don't think I can get down now. Will I die?
No, you won't take fall damage. There's an elevator.
Oh, nice. Oh, there is?
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, I actually quite liked Kingpin's kind of love interest, Vanessa, was it?
Yeah, it was interesting. Like, at first she seemed abrasive, but then she like really embraced his dark side. It was like,
yeah, she was into it, man. She fucking loved it.
It's like the darker he got, the more she got attracted to him. I was like, oh,
exactly. Yeah, she had a right dark horse. She was. But yeah, I actually liked her actually. Near come the end of it.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting how she kind of like got away per se.
Yeah.
And obviously Kingpin got locked up. But let's talk about Ben Ulrich, I guess the reporter dude, and I guess like Foggy. We can touch on him as well.
Oh, dude,
I actually quite like Ben.
Foggy.
Yeah, Foggy was one of those guys. It's like it's weird to me because I remember him from like
The Mighty
teen
Ducks.
comedies from like 1999.
Yeah.
Like wasn't he in like She's All That and shit? Like
he's always been a supporting character, but I feel like he's always been really good. Like he's a very versatile actor, I think.
it's just so weird to me that he looks identical to when he looked like when he was in like She's All That, like all them years ago.
Yeah, that dude never ages, man.
Yeah, like what the how old is this guy?
Yeah, but I feel like, you know, Foggy. I look at Foggy like from the first scene. I was just like, dude, okay, I can dig Foggy. I'm gonna be sad when they kill him off.
Yeah, he's an alright guy. I think some people don't like him, but I actually don't mind him. He actually seems alright in my book. So
I thought he was a nice, like, sort of like contrast to Matt. You know.
Yeah,
he was the guy trying to do things legitimate, and I like that he's like, you know, he's obviously not as, you know, he's not a Prince Charming, like, you know, character like Matt.
That's good, man.
He's still charismatic and, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, did you like the chick? Apparently, he has a thing with now. It's like, damn, dude.
I know. When he started railing his ex, like, what was that about? She loved it.
I like how many boundaries that series you know break.
I know. Pretty much just like, why is he a boombox on here?
Oh, you can play music in the game now.
Oh really? Oh wow.
Yeah, they added that. You know, recent.
Is this licensed music?
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll maybe leave that alone.
Well,
but yeah, actually, yeah, I came to like Foggy. The first one I first saw him, I thought, really, this is like a guy who's like, because he doesn't look like your stereotypical, like, you know, you'd think they'd probably get someone like, you know, just not somebody who looks like he's still 18, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I'm actually he kind of grew on me like literally in the first like couple of episodes. So
yeah, I just like his constant optimism and like. You know, like he's not skilled or anything like Matt is, but he still tries really hard to do right by people. You know, and tries to be a hero in his own respect.
Yeah, it's pretty cool guy because like obviously he kind of went off with Matt to start their own law firm because he wanted to like help people. So
yeah, I
thought it was pretty cool. Like he kind of, you know, made jokes about like wanting the money, but he's like a pretty good person like overall.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, let's talk about Ben, man. I actually quite like that character, and I'm pretty sad that they actually killed him off.
Yeah.
I mean, did they really have to kill off everybody? Like, come on, I feel like they fucking like...
I feel like if they didn't kill off Ben, like, he was the only character I think they could have killed off where it made an impact, but didn't ruin the dynamic of the show.
Yeah, because they wanted to keep the main girl in there, I guess.
Yeah. And then but they had to also like solidify Kingpin as a threat, you know, to these characters.
Yeah, it was pretty sad. I was like, no, man. I would have liked to have seen him like at least go on for like a couple of like another season or something. Like, I don't know.
I love the scenes between him and his wife. Like they're just like they felt pretty genuine. Like the chemistry.
Yeah, that's
was
what made
good.
it. That's what made it really sad, man. When he was ultimately killed.
The saddest moment though is like when you realize, oh, she's got Alzheimer's. You know.
Yeah, man, and like pretty sad.
they're having like this wonderful conversation. Like they're obviously really know each other, and then like boom, like that, she just resets. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, that was really shit. Yeah, really, really emotional stuff.
Yeah.
And then like, there's actually quite a few moments in the series which were like made you think, oh, what the fuck? Like when it ended, like a lot of like crazy moments, like I mean, like the Russians. I mean, I kind of forget about them because they were like so prominent earlier on, but then like pretty much just got wiped out by like the middle of the series. And I thought they did a good job. And like when Kingpin like took that guy's head off of the car door, that's like when you knew.
That was brutal.
It was fucking so brutal, man. I was just like, what the fuck?
What's even crazier is afterwards they bring the brother's body back to the other brother, and he's just like wiping it down. He's got no head. He's just wiping it down with a washcloth. I'm like, this is too much.
I'm kind of glad as well. Like they kind of wrapped like. You thought it might have dragged on for ages, where they thought like Daredevil was the one who did it, or the Masked Man. But it literally came out like straight away. That like it was like like an episode or so later that it was like the Kingpin was the guy who did it, you know.
Yeah.
And I quite like that dynamic of like the Russians like working with Daredevil in that episode where he did die though, but
yeah.
At least he died knowing it was like not him who did it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice that the Russians weren't complete, just like, Yeah,
they pretty much made Kingpin like worse than they are.
Yeah, they weren't like generic like number threes or whatever, like just doing Kingpin's bidding. Like they had motivation. They had their own characters. Like they had their own reasons for doing things. It wasn't just for the benefit of the Kingpin. I mean, it was, but I mean, they had their own reasons for doing things.
Does this machine not work?
What machine?
I need to click Ben, never mind.
Oh, yeah.
And there it is. But yeah, it was... I was impressed overall. Like, the action scenes were really good. I really like Claire. I'd like to have seen more of her, but I'm glad she kind of showed up like throughout. You know, and she was even in a couple of episodes like near the end. And I guess like one of the other things to talk about is like the costumes and like how they kind of changed. I used to like really like the kind of like amateur kind of black costume that he was wearing. Like that was really cool. I thought you got so used to seeing that, you know what I mean? Like it was like literally just became, oh, there he is, Daredevil.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of felt like he looked like Zorro though. I don't know if you know Zorro.
Oh yeah. I know
that. He kind of looks like a bandito or something.
yeah, he did have that feeling to him. Yeah, but I thought it looked alright. I kind of became accustomed to it. And I heard a lot of pushback on the actual costume they kind of ended up with in the final episode. What did you think of it?
I dug the amateur look. Like I thought it was more realistic, and I felt like the way that they went about the costume was like, I understand they needed a way to get the costume, made. I was just.
I feel like it was rushed because it was like the last episode, and it's like, oh yeah, here it is.
Yeah, I felt like there could have been a build-up or something to it because they're just like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like the way they revealed it wasn't as epic as it could have been. Like, but I want to talk about that whole final episode and that whole final scene in general.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing, to me, felt like a bit abrupt. I don't know. I didn't like the alley fight with him and Kingpin. I'll say that. It was just weird to me. It just felt like really rushed, and like, oh, he's going to go to jail now, and I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but
well, I mean, the thing is, he goes to jail, but then the twist is he's one of the FBI guys is in on it, and he's got like a whole firing squad.
There's like a whole army of police.
Yeah. There were a lot of twists and turns in one episode.
That's a lot of people to get working for you, though. You know what I mean? Like literally the police. I mean, I could understand like the shady cops, but it was like fucking helicopters and like task force like on his side. You know what I mean? Like how does he reach that many people in Hell's Kitchen? That's some reach, but it is Kingpin, so to be honest with you, I can kind of overlook that. But I just wasn't a big fan of like that final fight in the alleyway. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It felt a bit more flashy than like what we'd seen, and he like struggled to get his hands on him this whole time, but now he's got the suit, you know what I mean? Now he can go and take him down for good, and I don't know, maybe it wasn't as abrupt as I felt to me. Maybe other people don't have an issue with it, but I just felt like they could have done more with that final episode, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess the way I see it is, I'm assuming that maybe Kingpin wasn't able to do as much, in ways of damage because of the suit. I don't know how the suit works. Like, I think that's my biggest problem is like, so like they slightly tease at the suit when the Kingpin kills the Russian dude. You see like that little slice, and then you see the green thing, and you're like, oh, what is that?
Yeah.
And then, they never really address it until he's getting a new suit tailored. And then, but, they never really explain what it is. So, I'm like, does it reduce damage, or...
It's like the fabric armor, isn't it, I guess? Yeah. It's like, the fabric is like a really strong material lined in between it, so obviously, like, slashes and things like that.
Yeah.
I wonder if bullets can get penetrated, though. That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think we ever really tested that, but, obviously things like knife slices and things like that will, be kind of stopped.
Yeah.
But I think this is like just another. I think a lot of people didn't like it, so even if they wasn't going to do it originally, they probably going to modify the suit for next season. This is like literally just the first iteration of it.
Right.
I mean, it made me laugh at the end. How like Foggy was like, "Oh yeah, the horns are probably a little bit overkill, but whatever." I thought, well, at least it kind of like picking up on it being like looking a bit silly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. It's a weird thing, but like in terms of heroes that I'm anywhere versed in, which is not very much, but like Daredevil, I really know nothing about. Like, I was saying something, but I had a technical difficulty and I forgot what I was talking about. So
yeah, we was talking about the suit and how it was going to be a kind of change for like maybe next season and stuff. And yeah, I can't remember where you was going next, but.
I don't know though. Oh yeah, I know what I was saying. So like, yeah, the Phantom and what's funny is the Phantom was actually played by Billy Zane. They made a Phantom movie, but yeah, the thing is,
I remember that.
Phantom and Daredevil look nothing alike, but for some reason, I always got them mixed up as a kid. It was
really? Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't see a major problem with the suit. Like that is the Daredevil suit. I don't know what you can really do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's pretty much it. It didn't look too bad to me. Especially if you're going for like a realistic look.
Yeah.
Yeah, the suit didn't bother me that much.
Yeah.
I just thought the way they unveiled it was a bit weird.
Yeah, it was. I did like the Taylor character though.
Yeah, I liked him too. I'm glad he didn't die. Remember, I thought they had this massive fight, and then he's like friends with him afterwards. Like, yeah. But yeah, he's a cool guy. I wonder if he's gonna like remain in it and kind of alter like his future suits and stuff.
Yeah, that would be cool if like he's like not only a sewing savant, but like he's just really good at, I don't know, patchwork or something, and he's just like, I made something new for you, and that would be.
What was weird about the whole thing as well is that I was originally unsure where they was going to go with the Kingpin character, because I thought, because obviously when the series started, he was like just in the shot line, no one knew who he was, and I thought, well, this is weird, because isn't he meant to like be the mayor like of the city? Like, I swear I've like seen iterations of him where he's been the mayor before, and then like they actually started to like tease that a little bit in the middle when he kind of came public,
right?
But then they didn't do anything like. Then by the end of it, he was in prison, so like he never was mayor or anything like that. So.
I feel like they made him much more powerful than a mayor anyway, so making him a mayor might have just been overkill.
Yeah, but I mean, like, in terms of like what they're going to do now next season, is he going to be back in the shadows again, like just as like a crime lord? Like, what's going to happen? Is he even going to be in the next season? I mean, you'd like to think so, but maybe they'll leave him out for a season. Maybe he'll come back. Who knows?
Yeah, like I'm not versed in Daredevil. Stories. So, what other villains does Daredevil have?
And what's Vanessa gonna do? Like, is she out of the picture now as well? Like, as long as Kingpin is, or is she? Maybe she's gonna be the one like seeking revenge and like hiring people to try and take her. Who knows?
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I guess there is quite a few villains they could use. You know, I mean, obviously anybody from the Marvel universe, but I think there are like, you know, particular villains.
Right. So I mean, like, Kingpin is like, yeah, I've always associated Kingpin with Spider-Man. So it was weird seeing him in Daredevil. So I mean, do you think like that's what they're gonna do with the Daredevil series, is kind of pick up the more, I guess, quote unquote normal baddies from other technically other universes or other, you know, places.
Yeah, I can't ever see Daredevil going like out of the realms of realism.
Yeah.
Even though it is in the same universe, I kind of hope they don't, because it's kind of what sets it apart. Because even on like the shows like Arrow and CW, you know, that started off really realistic, but even now that's like got into the realm of like you know, superpowers and things like that. Obviously, because it ties in with the Flash and things like that. But it'd be nice to keep this one like centered in reality, and I think they will. I can't see them doing anything too. I've got an arm. I can't see them doing anything too drastic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they do have the old lady. I think maybe what they're going to do is they're going to do a feeler. Like, is Daredevil working better as a realistic series, or can we start, you know?
Yeah, I guess they do kind of tease it with that, so you never know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how to gauge it. Like, but it'll be interesting to see if he shows up in any of the films. I think he said he won't mind showing up in like the Captain America film. There's a big list of characters he's meant to be in Civil War though, so who knows. But I'd like it. Maybe like a cameo or something. Maybe just Matt Murdock, you know what I mean? Like, not actually Daredevil, but maybe if Matt like shows up. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Maybe just have like Matt Murdock having to meet with, you know, freaking, I don't know.
Yeah.
Have to meet with someone because of a lawyer issue.
Yeah, exactly. Could go. It'd be pretty cool. But yeah, overall, really enjoyed it.
Just like shake hands with Tony Stark in one scene. Let's just do that.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to the next season. I'm glad it's on Netflix as well. They seem to be doing a lot of good stuff. So
yeah,
I like having all the episodes at once, man. I like that.
Yeah, that was my biggest thing. Like, I was not gonna watch it if it was like a weekly series, but like the fact that it's released all at once, definitely.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see more and more people start doing that. You know.
Yeah.
Obviously not shows that air on networks, but but yeah, man. Overall, it's really good.
If someone were to say, okay, you're now the showrunner for season 2, what would you do?
Oh man, I don't even know. You know? I think, like, would you start it with like Kingpin out of prison? I think I'd probably base the series of Kingpin in prison and show you how he kind of has influence in the prison, and how that like how he can like still get a Daredevil from inside or something.
Right.
I don't know. I still keep a character in there because he's such a good character, in my opinion. He's like one of the main characters. I don't know how you can do it without him at this point. So I'd still keep him in it, and I'd kind of have him like hiring people to like take him out. Maybe introduce a couple of new major villains.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to be honest with you, honestly, I have no idea. You know, I'm not well versed in the Daredevil universe to kind of like talk about what villains I'd like to see and all that shit. But yeah, I'd kind of keep it realistic. I'd kind of tone down the. I'd kind of try and keep it kind of centralized to like the really gritty side. I thought that really helped it. But yeah, whatever they do, man, I'm pretty excited. I'm just looking forward to it now. It should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of specifics, no idea.
I kind of feel like Vanessa has to play a bigger part in the next season. Like, I feel like she's not the kind of character that would just disappear. Like, you know, like Kingpin like offered to move her to somewhere safe after she got poisoned. You know, she was like, I'm not going anywhere without you. And I feel like,
what is this I'm holding? It says Dick Ibrahid.
Oh yeah, those are like, I don't know, like name things that they added to the game for some reason. I don't think they do anything.
Yeah, I was like, why am I holding a dick? Like, what is this?
I think they're like identification tags or whatever's, you know.
Right. Oh shit.
Yeah, that thing is getting pretty full.
Yeah, we might need to blow this out.
But yeah, I guess in short, like, I just wanna, I kind of want to see a character like Vanessa sort of take over and be like, you know,
yeah, that'd be good.
like a woman scorn you. Like she wants to get revenge on Daredevil because,
Yeah.
you know,
she locked up Wilson Fisk.
yeah, you know, and it's kind of like, you know, regardless, like his Wilson's reputation is ruined. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, he's got no choice but to like remain like be like the kingpin now. You know, it's like
yeah,
the crime kingpin. He's not going to be mayor anytime soon. So yeah, but yeah, it was cool. It was good. A lot of good moments.
yeah. I just really hope that they can bring back the strength of the earlier parts of the season, just to
Yeah, exactly.
because I feel like they really, I wouldn't say lost their way, but it's just like their direction shifted in a way that I feel like if you keep going down that path, it's gonna get kind of generic for a hero story, you know.
Yeah, it was definitely noticeable that they had some issues with like showrunners and stuff. So, but luckily it didn't kind of hinder it too much. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think like if they can kind of recapture that feeling of the first couple of episodes again and kind of maintain that for the duration of the next season, I think it'll be really successful. I mean, it's probably going to be really successful either way, but yeah.
Yeah. They should just hire the guy from the raid to do the choreography, and I would be happy.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's it. Anything influenced by the raid, man, that's always a winner. All right.
All right. Let's.
All right. Shall we blow this out, man?
Yeah. Let's finish it up. Let's get all this nonsense in here and blast it. I'm actually getting frame drops. I think there's so much crap.
Me too, man. Yeah, I'm getting frame drops too.
Oh,
oh,
crap!
Didn't go in.
There we go.
All right. Oh shit! Oh no! Oh, it went in. I think. I think something like a limb fell out. Oh no, it's just blood.
Holy crap!
Man. Oh, you can actually see like floating out into like the space. Nice, there it is.
Hey.
That's pretty cool.
So I guess
this level's not actually that hard, actually. You can just put it all in there and just blow it all out.
Yeah, the fact that you can actually control gravity is, I think, a definite plus.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going to turn it on. But yeah, there it is. That's our, I guess, random, non-in-depth discussion of Daredevil. We kind of... So much more you could talk about, like individual scenes and stuff. But yeah, overall, really good.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to the next season. And I'm glad we actually got to talk about it. But yeah.
Guess we'll do this again for season 2, maybe. If it's good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe whatever else we...
If it's not, we'll just do like 40 minutes of God, what happened to the series?
yeah. But yeah, if you actually didn't mind us, listening to us talk about random shit, then let us know. Maybe we'll do more of these on other stuff that we both watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, there it is. Daredevil, Viscera cleanup detail, anti-gravity. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
See you guys.